broadcast live.
Frank, I'm always curious because you are quiet and you're always with your homeboys. Because you're from the East, I appreciate how you guys move, you know. I appreciate the fact that you're not caught up in the hype of everything here. But what are the challenges? Because by default, everybody thinks that, yo, Frank was with Ricky, did this with so-and-so, blah, blah. What are the challenges, though, that you face, like, in the background to actually make this thing happen, you know, to create real structure? What are the new things you're learning, like, fuck, but this is the only way I can move forward if I want to be independent?
For one, like, not take things to heart in terms of like personal relationships. We all have like our own views and our own idea of how we want to do it. And I mean, the independent way is also not letting people take advantage of you as well, you know. And I'm talking about brands and sponsorships and stuff like that, you know. We learned throughout the process that some people or some brands will try to take you for a ride, and we either all in or out. Either you take it or not. And those are the things that we learned, you know, to say, okay, you know what, if this is not for us, we won't do it. You know, we won't compromise our vision, what we've always dreamed of and how we've seen it, you know. And sometimes you can take backlash, you can take, people are gonna come at you for whatever, but at the end of the day, it's your dream. You know, no one was there when you formulated this dream with your people. So it's part of the stuff that we're learning as well together as a team, that, yo, you have to keep your eyes on the ball no matter what.
What's the big Frank Casino team dream? What's the big dream that's unique from everyone else's dream that you guys think that you're gonna bring? Or that you think that you have, rather?
Well, for us, like, we just hate the idea of impossible. You know, we don't think things are impossible, especially if we've seen it happen on Earth. And we're just trying to break through that ideology of this is done here, or we do this here like this. Do you get what I'm saying? We don't like the idea of, yo, if we're doing art, it just has to be dope, period. Not dope for here or dope like this. When you do it like this, it has to be dope. Someone who doesn't understand my language or doesn't understand whatever I do should be able to see that, okay, this is dope or not. It shouldn't be, this is dope because the way they catering to whatever, nah. It should be dope, period.
Well, I mean, this is a question I asked another artist the other day. Is radio even important to you?
You know, before I never thought radio was a big deal, but it does play like a big role. You know, you need to have your records play on radio to reach the people. For the sake of reach, it's powerful. So I think it's important just as much as TV is, you know. In our situation right now, radio is much of a reach than, you know, TV, but both actually play hand in hand with each other. I think it's important. But I mean, it doesn't mean you shouldn't stop what you're doing. Don't wait on anyone.
Questions about you, and like, especially because you've built the internet base. There's the kids who just see themselves as internet artists. Now, I know this is how things change. When you wake up and you go, actually, radio does matter, you know. The next step is that the people that radio touches is, how do I actually be consistent and feed those people? Because right now there's people who are on digital that, like, is your crowd, that's your drag. You know you feed them, you want to serve them. But then when it becomes masses, it's people you don't even know, right? Because they're FM listeners, Mhlobo NNH listeners, whatever. You have that one song that cuts in. Now you're in a situation where the music, you're gonna do some stuff that, like, pushes you from your comfort zone. I'll give an example. For even AKA, I'm assuming, to do Kaifa's song, to do the wedding song. What's the wedding song again? Yeah, the Kaifa is the Kaifa song. Yeah. For Questa to do as fela, you know, my babo maybe, but like once people start getting into those songs are not influenced by hip hop. They're influenced by other genres. Yeah, I mean, other African genres.
I think that's just the conversation of music. You know, that should be your own personal choice. You know, I think, I mean, we've already been thinking of making. We call them what do they call cross records. That's what they are. You know, and cross records are to how I see it is, I kind of need to have music within my stash that my parents would like.
That's it. Yeah.
Truly like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but not necessary to say I'm gonna make this music for the masses per se. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has to be. I mean, it's music. Music for me, it's related to emotion. You know, sometimes people may not understand what you're saying, but they can feel the emotion. You know, so for instance, if I make an example of a song like "Whole Thing," you know, it's if you listen to the sonics of it, I wouldn't say it can relate to like the older people or whatever it is, but it's the emotion.
It's the emotion, yeah.
You know, and the message, whether it's one simple sentence, one simple word. But if people feel like they can relate to that, that's what it is.
It becomes powerful.
Yes, but that's music. So I feel like we all have our own approach in terms of attacking the music, you know, and I feel like you shouldn't pressurize yourself to doing what you don't do. But if it's what you want to do, then do it.
Do you feel like it could be like lessons you teach yourself also, that like maybe you're experimenting with it, but you're like, I'm not ready to take it out. You do another track, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think it's something that like you kind of teach yourself to do?
Well, I think it is that, because for me the longest time I could never make an emotional song. I can't speak about, I'm not a very openly emotional vocal person naturally, so putting that in a song is very hard for me, but I knew that if we're working on an album, I need to be able to identify people that are going through hard stuff, that maybe have gone through a breakup or a loss or whatever the case may be, and I need to be able to tap into that side of me in order to capture those people's hearts and evoke those kind of emotions. So I think it is something that you have to teach yourself to an extent, because not everybody knows how to be that vocal and especially put it in music and make it sound good. But it's very important.
It's interesting times. I mean, it's the process of making music, you know. As we speak right now, I'll use a stupid example. Maybe a rapper like Tupac wouldn't cross over like back in the day, like in a rural area, you know. But like in a rural area, maybe a rapper like Tupac is the rap that they say they want to listen to.
True,
you know what I mean? So it's almost like we have a responsibility to say our style has to be. You have to be able to take our style to the world. And I listen to a lot of global stations, and I'm like, where's that balance of us being street, of us being creative, and of us being, nah, that's South African, you know?
It's weird because I mean, like, I feel like South Africa as well, like, we're evolving. You know, we're a different sort of country. Like,
so I mean African also, not just South African.
Yeah, as in our case, like being South Africa, you know, we like in a complex situation, you know, because like we're in Africa, but our Africa is not as African as maybe the rest of the other Africa, you know, because like we do have rural areas, you know, but I'm talking about the
technology development.
Yes, the other parts in Africa are more like deep rooted.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm talking about? The major cities. The major cities, you know, they're not like our major city here. Our major city still has like a Western effect to it, you know, which is like a challenge within itself, like day to day.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we have technology. We're exposed to the internet. People like us staying in Joburg, you know, we're aware of these things, and trying to tap that into a life we're not living, which is like the cultural.
It removes us in a way.
In a way, you know. So for me, I cannot pretend, you know, as if I'm.
That was your life. Yeah.
I'm like rural.
Yeah.
You know, I'm living my life like this. But no matter what I do and where I go, I'll forever be South African.
Yeah.
That can never change.
Yeah.
How I see it is, people should be proud that we have someone from here doing whatever it is that they're doing, and it's good, or it's great, or it's what it has to be, or what it needs to be. That's how I see it.
I agree with that. So whatever my music is saying about me, I know that there's definitely the next person that can identify with that, you know? Sorry, that's my alarm. This is around the time I wake up.
You call yourself a boss for that?
I work at night, guys. But yeah, so I think you always have to speak your truth, because I get a lot of things where people like, oh, Nadia, you've got a twang, and you like your hair is different colors, you're trying to be like someone else, you're trying to be like this, and it's like, no, but that's my truth. That's how I am. I'm a person that likes being a girly girl. I like color, I like exploring a whole bunch of stuff, and I get inspired by a lot of things that are not just South African, as well as completely worldwide. And there's a lot of people that can identify with that in my state of life at the moment.
Alright, yo. Well, anyway, I'm glad that you guys, Castle Light got you guys together to do the song, you know. I guess Castle Light needs to come back and get together to do the EP. So your tweet, so Frank can respond to the tweet and go, sharp.
I know, Frank. I even called him on that day. I'm like, Frank, please, can you just like retweet stuff? I know how he is with social media. I'm like, please, just don't make it look like it's just me on my own. I know how he is, so it's fine.
You know, I mean, I know I'm playing with you, but I joke with you because...
Can I answer your phone?
Nah, someone's going to open the door, yeah. I joke with you because, you know, it's difficult for you not to be real. So I like fucking with you because I'm always provoking you because you're too real. You know what I mean? And I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean it in the most complimentary way. You literally like, the way you see it is the way you stubborn about what you believe in. You know what I mean? And you're stubborn about your view, and you're strong with your view. So
y'all shouldn't have included me in that little realization.
No, but he knows we're always fucking with each other. We're always fucking with each other. It's not even like, I know someone's gonna watch and go, yeah, you know, but we always fucking with each other. But like, I like the fact that you're stubborn, you know, about your view, and this is what a lot of kids don't have. A lot of kids just like align. They just bend.
And even like on the internet thing, I want to touch on that, you know, like I wasn't on some, yo, I'm an internet-based guy, you know, but I just gave up on trying to prove to people, like submitting songs to radio, saying, yo, play my stuff, and then internet just provided the platform. You know, we said, you know what, we have to put our music out somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the place where we could, and freely, you know. Well, not entirely free because Dad was paying for the internet. But you know, I mean, like we were provided with that opportunity to say, you know what, let's just like do this thing ourselves. You know, and if people like it, we will know. If they don't, we will also know. You see, and let's do it. I mean, when we dropped our music, the numbers weren't doing good. Like the numbers, well, not necessarily good. They weren't crazy. But then they built over time. They went on, started growing.
I mean, and that's, you know, this is another reason just generally you're stubborn. Is because you know how to wait for things. And you know, and you've seen yourself planting things and growing, you know what I mean? So your decision is also it's very calculated because you've seen like that no impossible view things. It's very much based on that, you know? But yeah, man, you know, so you know I'm fucking with you all the time. Hey, you know I'm fucking with you all the time, you know? But you know I won't fuck with you. I was gonna fuck with you, the American. But you don't ask a nigga like me who don't have swag.
No,
you know, I'm just a hater. I'm just a hater. You know, I just wear my pajamas to work and that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yo, man, it's all love. We out here. You know, Nadia, Frank Casino. Make sure you get the new joints, the videos out on YouTube. Is it available on streaming platforms and things like that?
Yeah. It's on Deezer, iTunes, everything.
It's everywhere.
Y'all, we're looking forward to more music, you know, more action. Nadia, we're gonna see you out there with your EP or your album, whatever you decided. Have you got dates for when you probably want to drop?
No, but I have a name. The name for the EP is 011.
Hey, hola, 011.
Yeah, and then
sorry, that's Yes, thanks, man. My old phone number is 011-905-3424.
Call him.
Yeah, that's my Katlehong number, 011-905-3424. That number is a number literally I haven't used for almost like 30 years, but it's still in my head.
Have you tried to call us?
That's hectic.
You should try it.
I don't know.
Show's been really
I know
allocated.
these other people that live there, so I don't want to be awkward. The last time I shot a video at the house, I'm just telling my story, and the guys called me and said, "Who gave you the right to shot the video at this house? It's not your house anymore." And they saw it on TV, and I was like, it just was part of my story, you know what I'm saying? So, 011.
You should have asked for permission.
I know I should have asked for
They're like,
permission.
go. Can I?
It's 011-011 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 011.
011. Alright, dope, bro. Date, release time.
I don't know of the date. We're actually planning to drop it end of this month.
Well, for real, that soon.
I don't know if it's soon or late or whatever. So.
See, that's why I will get at you. That's why I will get at you. It's your, I don't know if it's soon or late or whatever. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that was the plan.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Alright, yo, make sure you look out for 011. Is it the album, EP?
011 is the EP.
Alright.
Yeah, the album doesn't have a title as yet.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
EP 011. Nadia's still trying to figure if she got one coming out.
Yep.
But the album definitely is happening.
Yeah, probably gonna kill shit.
What's that? We need that. What's that? What you said to these bitches?
Oh, shitting on him.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Now, but Braga's like doing so well. Like, you know, I can imagine like as a female doing like a male-dominated sport, you know, and doing it consistently.
Thank you.
Like, Braga works hard, bruh. You know, sometimes it's like, shit. Braga works so hard and she does.
You only appreciate that when you know the worker needs to do certain things.
Yeah, you know, you're like, shit, like, it's like Braga doesn't sleep. She really doesn't sleep, and like she's good at keeping professional, which is what I respect about, you know, Braga.
Oh, thanks, Frank. This is why I love you. I love you.
Too.
Yo, shout out, yo. It ends with love. Till the next time. You gotta do a little too.
I can't.
Come on, Frank, join us.
Ow.
I know it's cheating.
I'm the guy at the Mariah t-shirt, bro.
This guy is stubborn. This guy. You just too real for me. Fuck it.
Man, I die for it. I just answer when the money calling. We ain't out until my people all in.
Broadcast live